What's up, everybody? We're back. Tough Live. This is Ruben Wamareya, your host as usual. Today we're going to touch a rather different topic, something that we never had before. Probably something that you guys, most of you never got to know it exists and all that. The rise of social media, of recent years, it has really impacted our lives, in so many different ways. You understand? It end up growing to an extent where it's no longer about instant messaging. It's no longer about just posting selfies on Facebook and all that. Now the trend is one can actually make a living out of it, can actually build a career out of it. And today, I'm with Kaynam Black.
Yeah.
Dripping. Yeah?
Melanin all the way.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming to Tough Life.
Thank you very much for having me.
And I want you to educate us today.
Yeah.
Let us know, how can we make money from social media?
Uh-huh.
You understand?
Yeah.
I always thought maybe this thing happens, to people who are out there, who Justin Bieber,
Not even.
all about the six pack and everything. You'd never think, or somebody, I don't know. You're not a celeb, man.
But a six-pack can be a bonus. Depending on the content, obviously, the people.
Oh, no, but then how are you winning? how are you winning?
Because there are a lot of ways, man, to win on social media. But thank you very much for having me today.
Yeah,
man.
just let us into who's Kaynam Black and what do you do?
Well, Kaynam Black is somebody that is very versatile.
Yeah.
First of all, I do a lot of things. I've recently become a social media influencer, which is something I never thought I would do. I never thought it's something that even existed or as a possibility. Yes, I would do people, I'll see people on social media representing brands, showing them off. Yeah. But for me, it was always just been, okay, this person obviously has a lot of followers, so it makes sense.
So how do you describe a social media influencer?
Well, somebody first that's very active on social media. Okay. Somebody that is able to provide information to their followers on a daily basis or at any time that obviously the sponsor or the person that you are representing would want you to be. But basically, I think following plays a lot. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what social media influencers are, basically.
So when you are always on social media, like you're talking about posting, does what you post matter?
It does.
Yeah.
It does, because remember, what also you feed your followers is a reflection of who you are as a person. I wouldn't want to post something on my social media that I don't necessarily believe in or is offensive to people I supposedly support. That wouldn't make sense. So content is very important on social media, especially Instagram. Like, I can never stress this enough. Like, Instagram is anybody can open an Instagram account, but make sure that your content, especially for Instagram, is proper, is necessary for Instagram. No more sell content or pictures or any, like, you need to invest in Instagram.
So how you said you never thought you could become an influencer? Then how did you become one? What happened?
Listen, obviously people that want to use you or your followers for their brand, their products, they look at your profile. For me, it has always just been, taking care of my profile, always making sure that I give my followers proper content, clean content that is like up to par.
What do you usually post about? Like,
it's because I also do modeling. It's most of the time it's the concepts that I do with photographers. A few selfies now and then, but it's mostly just that, and a few motivational quotes as well. Be yourself. Because it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense for me. And sometimes I feel like, I can give my followers a bit of motivation now and then. So most of the time it's just content that I do with photographers, the concepts that we do. Me basically being a model.
So when you compare you're looking at Twitter, you're looking at Facebook, you're looking at Instagram.
Yeah.
What's the other one? WeChat.
There's YouTube
it's not
as
so,
well.
Yeah, there's YouTube,
Yeah.
but WeChat, it's not so popular like
not
in
anymore.
SA.
Not anymore.
But in China, it's big.
It was just before WhatsApp in South Africa.
Okay.
Remember when we were still using Nokia Asha? Before, Nokia Asha before. WeChat was popular then, and then WhatsApp came, and everybody just everything just changed.
Yeah, but the time at Nokia Asha, it was Megxit, wasn't it?
Megxit was way before, because I remember I had Megxit when I was in grade 7.
Yeah.
That was in 2010. So Megxit for me then was in. Then 11, 12, 13, that's when WhatsApp came. It came with the phones like Nokia Asha.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So you're still explaining like how did you become one? Like what happened?
Like I was saying, man, I my content first of all on Instagram is up to par. I like using just that. I give good content to my followers. If you want to follow me, it's at Kaynam Black on Instagram, Twitter, everywhere.
So which one works for you? Like which one worked for you? Like,
right now,
still trying to compare the.
Right now, for me, what works the most is Instagram. Yes, because a lot of people that are on Instagram are those kind of followers that if you were like, hey guys, I'm going to such a place, do you want to come and meet me? They will definitely come because they're very interactive first and foremost, and it's people that I wouldn't say have money, but are able to get through
Instagram
people
who use Instagram,
with Instagram standards, the majority of them.
But but what we see there, bruh, it's like one can go to, before they can post something, they have to make sure like they're standing next to a Bentley.
There's that, but you just have to take a decent photo. Something that's clear.
No, I think you broke. People started using Instagram when you started having access to Wi-Fi, and you messed up the whole thing because on its own it's expensive,
very expensive, very expensive.
It's like Facebook, third world. Instagram, first world, and all that. So
European countries,
So we always had that perception, or Instagram, it's the most expensive. And now already data and
it is quite expensive.
And even when you look at the people who are updating, like people who are on Instagram and all that, it's people who are showing off, like who are showing off and all. You understand? So when a secretary, once you get to Instagram, like you have to make sure show something to attract and everything, even if in real world, like would say okay, fine.
That is not always the case. Of course, if you want to show off, maybe your end goal is to gain a lot of followers overnight, but also that depends on the people that you're targeting. There's some people that have ordinary accounts, but the content is proper. They take decent, nice pictures for their families, their followers, which might mainly be their friends. Those people aren't necessarily looking to make a lot of followers. They're just there for Instagram because it's another form of social media. It offers another form of expression, and that works for them.
I think another advantage is that brands also, in terms of marketing and everything, they looked at the usage of these platforms, and Instagram became one which is like mostly appealing and everything, and they reached out and they realized that okay, fine, people who are influential in the society are mostly like celebrities or money and everything, and when that number of celebrities started growing in terms of the usage, then they'll be like, okay, fine, we can target this type of people. Because I know there's some people who are making money by just posting, just one post in jail. Like
I think brands are now more than ever aware of the power that social media has and the influence, of course, on their customers. If you look at Twitter, everything is trending each and every day on Twitter. For example, take the KFC proposal. It happened at KFC.
That was big.
Imagine the attention that brought to KFC alone with just one post. Somebody just posted on Twitter that, guys, this happened and it was at KFC. I bet you KFC made a lot of money.
It was trending. I think it trended for like a month or something,
really long time, because
we waited for a very long time to say, you know what, when is that the wedding. And most of you guys, I'm sure you're not looking at your proposal here. Like,
look, man, if I had something to chip in, I would have definitely done, because it was a great idea. It was a great initiative. So because of that, brands are now aware of the power that social media have, and not just, you know, social media, but the people that are on social media, the ones that are able to influence. For example, let's say there's a concert that's coming out. The fact that Kaynam is gonna be at that concept, a lot of people might want to also attend the concert as well.
But I guess that comes with some kind of limitations in terms of the usage and what you put up and all that. I'm saying, like, once you start with a partnership, like certain brand approach you, and you know, because before they come to you, they look at the standards. They look at the content as well, like to say, does this person uphold our vision? Does this person, you know, complement what we want to do and all that? And until they come to you, what are some of the terms and conditions that are just standard in J, to say, when you are an influencer and you're getting paid for this and all that, this is what is expected of you?
First of all, like, not many people decide to become influencers. It's these brands that when they go through their profile, they see, okay, this is somebody that we can totally associate ourselves with, and perhaps they can bring an audience to our whatever that they'll be working on. For example, right now there's a partnership that we have with Total Exposure for Volkswagen in South Africa. It's Viva Nation Festival that's going to take place in Doornfontein on the 4th until the 5th of April, right? And I'm assuming, because of the content that is on my profile, I'm assuming because of the engagements that I have with my followers, they thought this would be a good partnership for me to have with them, in order to create some sort of awareness around the festival, that, hey guys, we Kaynam Black specifically is going to be there. If you want to come through, you know, hang around, just have fun, not necessarily with me, but if you bump into me, that would be a bonus. But the fact is, all of us are going to be there, you know, having fun. And
so it's basically going to, like, it's about social media users, influencers, as you say, like YouTubers, Instagram, and
a lot of people do get approached, obviously, but hence I stress the fact that it's the content that you put on Instagram that a brand would want to associate themselves with you, because one, perhaps maybe they looked at the number of followers, and then they looked at the engagements that you have on a daily basis, and the influence that you could possibly have to those people. So that's how brands, like, get to identify the kind of person that
you partnered with VW.
Not necessarily. It's me. There's Total Exposure, which is a marketing company that works for VW, and then they picked the influencers.
Wow, nice.
So, but basically, it's just one line.
So, how many are you?
So far, I've seen 3. I'm not sure if there's more, because remember, they approach us individually, that, hey, how much do you charge for this content? How much do you charge for this and that? Would you be willing to do this? Is the schedule fine? Can you work around this? Are you free around this time? You know, things like that. And that's how you get to develop this kind of, you know, relationships with.
So on daily basis, when are yourself, like, how many? Maybe that's a contractual thing. I don't know, but I don't know if you can let us know. Like, how many posts are you allowed to make in a day?
On my Instagram, how many posts I make is up to
me. Because you get paid per post, isn't it?
Yes. How many posts I make for them would depend on the contract, on how many posts they would require out of me. But of course, there's a certain amount that you get to charge, depending on your followers or however you feel as an influencer. There's a certain amount that you get to charge per post. But my Instagram, whatever content I feel like is really relevant for me to post right now, I just put it on because it's mine. But what is theirs, it's something that we obviously have to negotiate and say, okay, can you please post this on this day? And see how many people we can reach, and how much could you possibly charge us for it?
Damn. So let's say it's Ruben, right? I'm watching this and I'm thinking, wow, this is interesting, and I don't have Instagram or Facebook account or Twitter or something. Then I decide to go and open one, right? I want to try and make a living out of it. I want to see if Kaynam from what you are saying and all that. But how do these people get to see my post? Do I tag them? Do I just randomly tag anyone, like Coca-Cola, for example, or what happens? Because I would only people who would be able to see my posts are those that I'm friends with. Yeah. So there isn't any account that I came across, VW or Coca-Cola. I want to check, like, how do they get to see my posts?
Look, obviously, the advice I would give you as a startup for a beginner, of course, is to focus on your content. But you get some brands that would advise you that if you buy our product, if you post this picture, use this hashtag so that they can be able to just click on the hashtag and then come through your post. And if your post is obviously up to par, they might even ask you, hi, can we please use this picture, and then we are willing to pay you this much. So hashtags are what's important. For example, for this Vivo Nation Festival, our hashtag is hashtag Vivo Nation Festival.
I see. I see. So in terms of being for you to qualify to be called an influencer, right? Do we look at comments? Do we look at the likes? Do we look at followers?
I want to say followers. But which this may come as a surprise. You find somebody with 1.3 million followers, and then you find somebody with just 5,000 followers. And then they pick the person that has 5,000 followers. And then you wonder, but this one has more followers than me. How is that possible? Sometimes it's the content. So it's definitely the content. Like I said, the brands will look at the content if it's something that they would want to associate themselves with. Because if the person that's obviously having 1.3 million followers, their content is not something that they would want to associate with, they can't just go out of their way, because that's going to be damaging for their brand. Because this person has supposedly more followers. It doesn't work like that.
Because I'm thinking on Facebook, I might be having, when you reach a limit, I think Facebook first set up like this thing, a limit up to 5,000. So I'm like, I might be having 5,000. Joe might be having 5,000, but why is he not an influencer?
Like it's not necessarily because of the number of friends that you have. Content is very important. I cannot stress this enough. The content that you put, the quality of pictures that you put on your account, because once you partner yourselves with these people, they will expect you to produce quality products. Because mind you, they just ask, can you please post a picture of yourself? For example, on our launch date, I was asked to post a picture of me in black and yellow, which are the colors of the Vivo Nation Festival. So you can do that, anybody can do that, but the quality of the picture is what's going to tell you the kind of standard that is meshed with the brand.
But you look at like quality of the picture.
Because it's Instagram. Because also
pixels and everything.
Because also people will easily get attracted.
What you're wearing and everything. Is that what you're saying?
Even what you're wearing, even how it's paired up.
The drip,
Even at the time it's posted. Obviously your reach as well as your audience. But what I'm saying is that if I stand here, I take a picture, for example, with an iPhone, you take a picture with a mobile cell, we are definitely wearing the same outfits. The outcomes are not going to be the same. They're definitely not going to be the same.
Damn.
So it really helps to make sure
that one can make
content,
a living out of this.
You can make a living, and it's very possible. Even though maybe you are not yet approached, there's websites. There's websites that you can go to create some sort of an influencer account, and they help you through it. They help you to build your social media following. They help you to create proper content as well as to attract these brands.
What's the pressure?
When you think Instagram, man, it has a lot of pressure in itself. A lot of pressure. But I don't think people need to focus on that. They just need to focus on ensuring that they grow their accounts. That is very important, because then people start noticing you when you get a lot of likes. For example, if we use the same hashtags, right? We post the same picture, we use the same hashtag, I get plus 1,000 likes, you get 13. When you click on the hashtag, it's going to start with the top likes.
Wow, okay.
So having a huge following helps in that case, I guess.
Yeah.
Which then gives the brands an idea that, okay, this person is able to reach so and so and so many people, and you know, the engagements thereof.
In South Africa, do you think this kind of opportunity it's working? Is it well known? Like, is it growing?
Now more than ever.
Yeah.
Now more than ever. I think even the people that you expect or not expect rather to be influencers are actually influencers. You know, it's very surprising, especially on Twitter.
Yeah.
Everybody's an influencer on Twitter just because, you know, they have a huge following and they provide good content.
Yeah.
So now more than ever, I think South Africans are starting to become more aware of the ways of making money on social media and how actually easy it is, because social media plays a huge impact than your normal traditional advertising these days.
Does it require some kind of schooling, like, you know, brand management? Because once you become an influencer, you're a brand on your own. Like, would you advise one to say, no, you can page a few books?
I mean, for your own benefit, yeah, that is definitely a must do, because it's important to know how to run your social media presence.
Okay.
You understand? It's important to know who to follow on social media, the accounts to follow on social media, because you might follow one wrong account and that might be it for you. The same way that there's a criteria that possible employers use to check your social media to see if this is the person that the company would want to associate themselves with. So even with these brands, you need to follow the right people. You need to make sure that even your followers, even the content that you give to your followers is the one that brands would want to associate themselves with, because you can't keep on constantly posting negative content and expect brands to want to work with you, because then you can't benefit them in any way.
So how can one deal with this hacking of accounts?
I've in my experience,
like, there's a fake account and like that account is doing the most, and then the actual person and
most of the times it's celebrities that get hacked, but even influencers get hacked once in a while, because remember, they have a huge following, so somebody can just hack them and post, and that post will definitely work on, you know, their behalf and definitely create some sort of a reach. But it's impossible rather to avoid it completely, but it's also important to make sure that you do not share any of your personal stuff with any people. Remember also with Instagram, now you can access it from anybody's phone.
Yeah, that's true.
That is not safe to some point, because you leave your account in that person's phone, and that person might borrow their phone to somebody else, whom when they go through the phone, they realize there's this person's account in here, and that's not safe.
Yeah.
So you need to make sure that at all times your passwords are safe, your accounts are in your phone. If you do log in with somebody's phone, make sure that you log off almost immediately. And also Instagram provides some sort of authentication that you can opt for, in order every time when you log in, you just get an SMS to confirm that it's really you, which goes straight to your number. So there's some sort of safety that Instagram has introduced, and it's quite cool.
Yeah. You know, I was just thinking that we go to school, right? We are told, like, go get a qualification and all that, so that you can be somebody and all that.
Yeah.
But when we got to, you know, into real world after school, it's a completely different thing, because of unemployment and everything.
Yeah.
And you find that most of the time we become so, I don't know, so locked up into believing, or I'm gonna get a job through what I studied, the qualification that I have and all that. What do you think it takes for one to actually get out of that zone, to say, you know what, I can also branch out and do something like this and all that? Because not everybody is able to make a living out of a hobby. You know, because technology now, it's making us, okay, not yet, I'm saying, like, those who use technology and all that, to make careers, to make a living out of something that they just start by simply taking a picture and put it on Facebook. compared to somebody who's actually typing a CV now and say I'm applying for a job and all. Like, what is your take on that?
I mean, it helps to start early, especially with social media. The earlier you do it, the better. And also, it also helps to be flexible. You might be studying to be a lawyer, an accountant, this and that, but this is something that you can do on the side. This is something that can generate you plenty of income on the side when you are not working, even when you are working, because remember, this is just simply social media management and associating yourselves with brands. So the earlier you start, absolutely the better, because then you will get a better understanding of how everything works. But this is basically just making money on the side with doing whatever that you still love and just keeping.
You can make a lot of money.
You can make a lot of money. People charge a lot of money per post, and I don't think you have an idea. I was shocked at some point when I discovered how much somebody I know charges per post, and this is in US dollars. I was so shocked.
No, it's fine. You can mention their names. I mean, it's if it's published, it's out there.
Yeah, she did.
Because I know, like, the Kardashian family, like Kim, Kylie and all that, they started making money as well, like via this, so Kamo South Africa, I know of Boiti. She's partnered, like just a number of celebrities.
But those are celebrities, and most of the time they're not just doing influencing work. They become ambassadors.
Oh yeah.
But I know
actually there's a difference. Right?
Yeah, there is a difference.
Oh, I see.
I know a lady on Twitter, also on Instagram. Her name is Karabo. She posted just the other day. She charges around 160,000 US dollars per post. Per post.
Damn.
I know.
That's a lot of
per
money.
post.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's a lot of money, and she gets business.
Damn.
So it got me thinking. There is actually a lot of money there, and this is somebody that keeps on doing it over and over again. They constantly get business, and that's like the minimum amount that they get.
Getting
to charge.
that amount.
160,000 US dollars.
Why are you waking up in the morning?
You might as well just leave everything else and focus on your social media,
just take a picture,
posting. And she was actually just talking about how it started, that for her she had no idea that that's something that she could even do. She just started with a simple Twitter account, like just posting random stuff, engaging with people, and then as time went on, her following grew, and as she started growing on social media, she got approached, obviously, and this is how she got to
some people are also helped by their features, how they look, what they wear. But do you guys even pay your photographers well though?
Wow, Ruben. Wow.
Aye, man. But I'm not about abuser.
Look, for somebody like me, obviously because I'm a model, I never really go out looking for shoots.
Yeah.
So I randomly just get DMs that, yo, can we shoot?
For real?
Wow. Because again, it goes back to the content that you put on your social media. So a lot of photographers will just DM me that, Kaynam, look, I like your work on social media. I think you have a good following, and I think we can benefit each other.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. How about I come up with a concept for you, give it to you, and then we do a shoot, this then creates content for the both of us.
So where do you see brand Kaynam in 5 years? Like, what you want to do? Are you gonna be doing this, branching onto something else?
I mean, this is something because you can be flexible about it, you can do it regardless of what you're doing in life. This is definitely something that I am definitely gonna do throughout until I don't know when. But yeah, Kaynam in 5 years, I hope in 5 years, man, I get to grow my social media following, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Maybe have a YouTube channel as well, and grow that, just so I can give these brands more reach, and more options. But yeah, Kaynam in 5 years, social media wise, maybe 5 million followers. That would be really great. That would really be great and awesome, and just more content, positive content for my followers, and more engagements, man. Instagram specifically for me is some sort of a safe haven. The people on Instagram are super great.
One thing I like about this is it's that anybody can do it.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how old you are.
Yes.
How young you are.
Now that you mention that, even an account, they have on Instagram, they have dog accounts, cat accounts. Yeah, like an Instagram account for a cat.
Sure.
And those people make a lot of money. Imagine you have a pet named Garfield, for example. Your cat is named Garfield, and you decide to create an Instagram account for it. And a lot of people love cats. So followers wise, you are not gonna. Even dogs are cute. Dogs are super adorable.
Yeah, I mean Bobby can.
A cute name helps of land, because Bobby, Sporty, or Rex. Those are just.
That's not a cute name, bruh. Those were the ones like was feature starting say like I know me,
but it's there. What do you mean? What do you mean?
But Bobby, I'm liking you on Instagram. You can't bite me now.
Bobby isn't even aware that he has an Instagram account, so
crazy,
be careful of
man.
that. So these accounts make a whole lot of money, like especially as an owner. Your dog has around 1.3 million followers on Instagram. You don't even have 100, Ruben.
It's painful. I'm thinking about it.
Your dog has that much. You understand? So you can make a lot of money.
Please subscribe on my channel.
Yeah.
It doesn't cost a thing. Bobby has 1.3 million followers. Now I'm sitting on 34 subscribers.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah. Definitely. I've even come across accounts where somebody's just eating.
Yeah.
And that person has million followers for just eating each and every day.
You can actually do anything.
You just take a video of yourself eating on a daily, and I don't think it's a fetish or anything like that, but people are so into it and they're making money from that.
But don't you think we also have to check while we're eating?
Yeah, you have to, but eating is a guilty pleasure for some people. It's also a way of coping with stress, so people also get addicted to that. And as a brand that offers food,
but you know how black we are. The orientation though, like now you're telling people they can create accounts.
It would
this
be
is
cool.
dangerous too.
It would be cool to have an account more somebody just explores African cuisine, Morocco,
here's a tip,
things like that. Here's a tip. People are making a lot of money for that. But as a brand that offers food, say KFC, McDonald's, or whatever, and you see somebody has over 5 million followers, and all they do is just eat.
Wow.
You will want to associate yourself with that person. Like, give them meals so that they eat on video, and people will most definitely want to have that as well. And it works on of course on your behalf.
Yeah, because I see that happening on YouTube. Like, a lot of people like brands, man, like they just onto them. Imagine like you're talking about African cuisine, these restaurants, this a lot of brands, like companies, they would come on you and say, we're seeing you doing 1, 2, 3, like we would want to partner with you and everything.
And it's really simple,
great.
Man.
It's really simple,
DM.
man.
A simple DM. Hi Kaynam, how much do you charge per post? Hi, I charge this amount of money for a post. Would you want to, collaborate or something like that? And they'll tell you, okay, this is our company, this is what we do, this is what we stand for. And looking at your content, we think it's something that we might want to associate ourselves with. So if both of us are flexible to create some sort of collaboration, let's do that. And, you get income from that. And also they get followers, they get, publicity from that as well. Yeah.
So lastly, for somebody who wants to start up, what is it that you can give them, like, to take home and say, this is what you need to consider, this is what you can do, just a tip
on social media? I think linking your accounts first and foremost is very important. So when you start off, say you open a Facebook account, you open Twitter, you open Instagram as well, you might want to link those accounts up so that whatever followers that you get on Instagram, those are the same people that you might run across on Facebook and Twitter. You understand? So it kind of helps you to sort of build a community that's on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook.
Yeah.
So when you start up, make sure that you have all three, so that you have options. Because sometimes you might thrive on Facebook and less on Instagram, or thrive more on Instagram and less on Twitter. So at least it offers you a whole variety of options, social media wise, and then you get to see which one works best for you. Are you able to keep up with Instagram standards, or does Twitter work far much better for you because it's just simply, you know, voicing out your opinions and sending out a tweet without, you know, you having to send a selfie with that? Because with Instagram is mostly just content. You can't just type on Instagram unless if it's on your feed, but on your stories. Otherwise, on your post, it's either a picture or a video. So if it's Facebook, obviously the reach on Facebook, the audience with Facebook is very different from the one on Instagram. So you have to check which one first works best for you, which one is easier for you to build a following, and then once you get that, then you can sort of focus on it, build your brand on it, build your account, make sure that your content is proper, make sure that your content is relatable. It's something that if people just take one look at it, they'll be like, okay, this is something I would definitely want to see on a daily basis. This is the person that looks like, if I follow them, they'll provide that content that is relatable each and every day. So start as small as you can, build your way up, and yeah, man, it's definitely gonna come together.
So how can people get hold of you, like see your work?
On Instagram I am Kaynam Black. Actually, it's Kaynam Black across all social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I am
Kaynam as in
Kaynam Black, KAYNAM, then Black.
Oh, no underscore.
No, just simply Kaynam Black. Or on Instagram you can just type dark skin puppy. I'm gonna come out.
I mean, underscore is the it, bruh, not anymore. I mean,
not anymore. No, you can just have an account.
Just get underscore
because you thought underscore sounded, I don't know, so social media like, but not necessarily. You can just be
underscore.
You can just be Ruben, not underscore Amaria. I mean, if there's already an existing Ruben, you're gonna have to pick that. But
now I have a problem that I create accounts and I forgot the PIN, the password, and all that.
Use one. Just use one. It's much safer like that, I guess, provided that you don't give it out to people, or it's not something that a lot of people know, because also that's very dangerous, just having one pin throughout your social media. If you sometimes give it to people, then they'll know, oh, Facebook, Instagram, anything, and just use this.
Password.
Are you talking about your significant other?
It's okay. Thank you so much, bro, for pulling through.
I mean, thank you very much.
Good luck with your work. Good luck with your work. I wish you. When is your birthday?
It passed. January 3rd.
January 3rd.
Yeah.
Skawar. I wish you 5 million followers next day, January 3rd, on your birthday. Birthday wish.
That would be great. That would be great. I'm gonna come through and be like, okay, whatever growth will be enough.
I want a piece of it.
Whatever growth will be enough. Yeah. Definitely follow Ruben, guys. This is so cool. I love it. So cool.
Thank you so much for watching. That was it. I guess you guys are going to take something from this interview and learn out of it. And please subscribe on our channel. It's Tough Life, 2 words, and it doesn't cost a thing. When you subscribe, it doesn't mean every month you have to pay money.
You could be putting food on his table.
So think of it. I want to drip because I'm guys, we're out of here. Cheers.